Well, hello, the people of YouTube. So it's been a while since I actually sat down and talked to you guys, but I've been at camp and my last day was yesterday, so I'm actually kind of really upset about that, but it's okay because I get to go back and it's not over forever. So I figured that while I'm here, I might as well tell you guys some stories about what I did at camp. Because I don't even know, some of the stuff we did was just downright insane. Wait, before I forget, I want to show you guys my boots. I got these at Value Village for $12. They are original Doc Martens, and it makes me so happy that I actually have Docs now. I have two, and the other one is black, and I got those for $15. I've never paid over $15 for a pair of Docs. Like, what is going on here? Wow. Okay, so first story. This is about 3 or 4 weeks ago now. So me and a couple of my friends, I think there was 6 of us, we decided that since there was a night game and there was going to be kids trying to find us and tag us for points, we thought it would be fun to find this trail that goes from the archery shed to the western town, which is like a couple of the cabins. And so we went to the archery range and we climbed over a fence. That was our first mistake. We had one phone light for 6 of us, and it was getting passed around up and down the line so that we could see where we were going. And so we were wandering around in prickle bushes and trees and stuff where we had no idea where we were for about 45 minutes. And when we realized that we were going nowhere, we tried to get back to where we started, but we were totally and 110% lost. So after a bit of wandering around and lots of falling over, and it's after that general madness and stuff, we find my other friend who's on the other side of the fence, and she tells us, "You're not even on camp property right now. When you crossed the fence, you went into the neighbor's yard, and there may or may not be vicious dogs trying to come after you." And so me and my friends started freaking right out, and I didn't want to be there anymore, so I ran away from the rest of the group and found my other friend, and I got out safely. And from what my friends told me after, one of them fell in the mud and was covered from head to toe or something like that. And then one of the other ones, I don't even know what happened. It was just chaotic. It was not the brightest moment of our lives. And so about 2 weeks later, me and 2 other friends, one of them was with me in this previous story, but the other one wasn't, and she'd found the real thing on the first try. We decided that it would be smart to go and find the real thing. So, again, it was dark, but this time we had no light at all. And so we got into the trail, and before I knew it, we were walking in a ditch that went up to halfway up my shin in mud. So we were walking through the mud, and there's kids with flashlights trying to find us and all that, and every time we heard noises, we were crouching down in the mud. And then one of my shoes fell off, and I had to find it in the dark with no light. I couldn't wear it after that because it wouldn't stay on my foot with all the mud that was there. And so I was going with one shoe on and one shoe off down this muddy trail with thorns and everything like that. And then about 7 minutes later, my other shoe fell off. So I was just walking barefoot through a ditch full of mud and thorns in the dark. I should probably mention that during the first time that we did this, we all got caught. But during the second time, I volunteered myself as tribute because one of the cabins came along, and then my other friends didn't want to get out of the thing. So I volunteered myself. I walked through the mud and stuff, tripping over branches as I went through, go and find this little, probably about 12 or 13-year-old camper who was taking me back for points. Needless to say, those shoes that I had didn't come home with me that week. My mother refused to let me put those in the car. And my leggings that I was wearing were soiled, and it took my mom about 7 washes to get all the mud out. Yeah. And so during my first week or so at this camp, I spent 7 weeks there. During the first week, I sat with this one cabin of 9-year-old girls a lot because they really liked me for some reason and I had no idea why. I mean, like, children? What? Anyways, yeah. So I spent a lot of time with that cabin of 9-year-olds. And then one of them was sitting next to me during a meal, and she just starts wiping her face on my shirt. So I look at her, and I'm like, "Hey, friend, what are you doing?" And she's like, "Well, I'm wiping my face on your shirt. I want to have a snack for later. So don't wipe it off, okay?" And I just look at her, like, what's going on here? And so she, like, keeps wiping her face on my shirt until her counselor is like, no, get off of her. And so she did, and then I brushed the crumbs off, and she looked so upset at me. I was like, well, okay. I do have more stories for you guys, but I can't think of any more off the top of my head right now, so I'm going to make another video later telling more of the stories from camp. In the meantime, I probably should go get ready for the Ed Sheeran concert that I'm going to tonight, so I will see you guys all later, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye!